Islam from Carlisle. Please tell us how Islam came to you all the way in Scotland. Inshallah, share your story, Baba.
Well, Allah is everywhere. So whether it's Scotland, whether it's in the North Pole, if Allah wants to reach you, He will reach you. So I listened to a short verse, not a verse, sorry, a short statement saying, Allah, no one can misguide who Allah wants to guide, and no one can guide. No, it's the other way around, isn't it? Yeah. And there's no one who can misguide if Allah wants to guide them, and there's no one who can guide people if Allah wants to misguide them. Yeah. But that's stayed with me, because ultimately it's His decision. That's why I'm a Muslim. I wanted to accept everyone. I grew up on a farm in Carlisle.
In a farm, yeah?
Yeah, on a farm, yeah, right. So I was distant from the city people, I would call them, yeah, right. And but when I was 16, 17, I went into the city, and I couldn't identify with people wandering around like sheep. They didn't know where they were going, didn't know where they come from, and didn't know where they were going, you know. And I wasn't used to that. My dad brought me up to believe in God. Although we were not necessarily Christians going to church and things, but my dad brought me up with to believe in God and respect others and the principles and the values of life. So I saw life and death on a weekly basis on the farm. So it really connected me to the earth.
Your cattle passing away, your cattle dying.
Yeah, all this. Yeah, no, I grew up in a very natural environment. You know, that was a blessing. Isolated but natural environment, which made me ask lots of questions. Because when I moved when my dad passed away, I moved into the cities and met loads of people, but no one really knew what they were doing and why they were doing it or where they were going and things what I just said, you know. So I wanted to know. I wanted to know more and more about God, you know. And then I realised I was in London, met my cousins who were half Egyptian, half English, Sarah and Hamada, and they told me about Islam. I thought, why didn't I get taught that at school? You know, maybe I wasn't listening. And then so I started researching Islam, went out to Egypt, and then I thought, I'm already a Muslim. If this is when I was reading the Quran and the Sunnah, yeah, about the Prophet ﷺ, that is the essence of life to me. You know, those principles. And when I was reading it, I thought, who wrote down what I was thinking? You know, it was really emotional for me at the time. I said, well, I am already this. I don't have to do anything different because I believe in everyone. Everyone's got a soul. Everyone's trying. You know, everyone loves and hates and does all the things that we do. Do you know what I mean? So I realised that believing in Islam and titling myself as Muslim, someone who submits to Allah alone, yeah, willingly, and that's it. I believe in everyone, so I don't have to pigeonhole myself as a Christian or a Jew or a Buddha, and then I have to say I don't believe in you, I don't believe in you, you know, because then I become a disbeliever if I don't believe in people. Do you know what I mean? So I'm a believer. So I believe in everyone, all walks of life, because I am kind of when I reflect on myself, I am kind of a unique story or a minority story, you know, where Allah reaches out and guides me.
In the farm.
Do you know what I mean? So why wouldn't someone else be guided? Why would we judge someone walking down the street, oh, they'll never be Muslim? Do you know what I mean? Or they're too far off the path. But that's not our decision to make.
And you know, some people say Islam is not compatible with the West. So you're like a living proof that obviously, you know, growing up in the farms, how compatible is it? Are you finding it as a Scottish
with
man?
Life?
Yeah, you know, they say, oh, it's not compatible with the...
true harmony. If you're objective, if you're not biased against a society, a culture or a norm, yeah, these things are all subjective and relative. Yeah, okay, society, culture, norm are so different wherever you go. But Islam is harmony to human nature and interaction with each other. It gives you a strength that like no other. You know, a bond, a unity. Yeah, but a peacefulness. You know, where you want to care for everyone. So it can't not integrate. It's the human that doesn't integrate it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's the human mind that has such a conditioning of what it should be like and what it is like or what it could have been like. Yeah, all these fabricated thoughts that we have in our mind, how we translate Islam and want to put it into society. We've got to remember Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was on his own with just a few of his dude friends, you know what I mean, the Sahabas,
definitely.
right? And it's quite hard to comprehend out in Saudi that there was loads of
Pagans.
yeah, pagans, not devil worshippers, idol worshippers, you know, and people who were not really conscious of it. Not everyone was worshipping idols, were there? You know what I mean?
No,
People
no.
were just wandering through life, what's going on?
Like you said that when you
Yeah.
went to the city, like they were like
Yeah,
the
just
people of
wandering
the city
around,
just
lost,
wandering
you know,
around.
and then, so, but that's how it spreads so quickly, because when people know the truth and they're open to realise and look at it objectively, not tainted by what's happening in the media or what's happening in their culture or what's happening in another country, but just the essence of Islam, and you apply that to a society. It's
Beautifies it.
yeah, beautifies it. It's kind of perfect, but we're not perfect.
Yeah.
So we'll never get it right.
Of
Do
course.
you know what I mean? And that's
Amazing.
that's the one of the strengths that we have, to recognise that. So you know that's
Thank you
why
very much, man.
that's why I'm a Muslim anyway, because I
Amazing.
believe in everyone.
Fantastic. I'll anything else you want to add?
No. Well, look, if for the people who are thinking about it, yeah, okay, you're blessed, yeah. That's a blessing, just to even be thinking about it, yeah, or trying to get on the path. It's a blessing, because there's a lot of sheep out there wandering around clueless, you know, and it's not their fault. Do you know what I mean? Because they're just mirror image of other people around them. So you just got to reach out, and you just got to believe and be patient. And in an impatient society, you just got to have patience and continue towards your path, and have strength and discipline and dignity and values, all these natural human instincts. You don't have to title yourself. There's plenty of Muslims who are not a Muslim by title, but not by action. And there's plenty of people who are Muslims by action and not by title. Do you understand what I mean? You know, because it's just that's what we've got to break through.
Jazakallah.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum everyone, and barakallahu feek.